Hello. It was my birthday last week and I got myself a few bits and pieces, although we've been in lockdown for months and we have actually just come out of it, but not before my birthday, unfortunately. So the shops have all been closed and I kind of just let it slide by a bit this year, but I did get a few things and I managed to actually get all of the things that I ordered arrive on time, which is a miracle in itself because the postal service has been incredibly slow. So let's get into it. I'll show you the few bits and pieces that I got. But first things first, I bought myself a new bike. It's the most expensive thing I've ever bought online, and it arrived in a couple of days from a store called Kogan. It's one of those big online superstores, much like Amazon, and it has a pretty good returns policy, so I figured it was probably safest buying from them. It was in an enormous box, and really heavy as well, so I unboxed all of this outside, and I'll show you a bit of that now because then you can see how the bike was packaged. So normally when one purchases a bicycle, you get it from the shop and it's already put together, but this one came in a flat pack. Now there's an idea for IKEA. But this is the largest box I've opened in a long time, so it was pretty exciting, and let me reveal what's inside. Some lovely foam packaging, and in here we have my bicycle. It's actually a folding bicycle, and it's an electric one. I live in a very hilly suburb, and cycling on a regular push bike is pretty hard going. I'm relatively fit, but just not that fit, and so I gave up bike riding quite a long time ago because it was just too hard. But I thought that perhaps I would be able to get around on something that has a bit of a battery-powered assist, and the bike that I chose is pedal-powered rather than using a throttle. I didn't really want a motorbike, I just want something that can help me power up the hills and make it just a bit easier. The brand of bike is a Fortis, and I'm pretty sure it's actually Kogan's home brand, so I'll link to it in the description and you can see how much I spent on it. It wasn't cheap, but by electric bike standards it's much cheaper than some of the ones out there which go for thousands. I was just shocked at the price of some of them. This one at least was under $1,000 in the $800 range. There you go, I told you how much it is. And I just pinched myself with the scissors there, that's what I was showing. But wow, did they package this thing securely. It had so many cable ties. I was here for ages trying to cut them all off, and some of them were buried deep down at the bottom of the box, so it was quite difficult. The other thing with this bike is because it has an electric battery component, it's really heavy. I'm talking 27 kilos, which is just about 60 pounds. So I'm going to have to do some weight training in order to lift the bike in and out of the car. I mean, I can do it if Nick's there because he's much stronger than I am, but I would like to be able to do this eventually by myself. So I'm going to speed all this footage up now because it really did take me a long time to get all of this packaging out. And there's a lovely view of the back of my head. Eventually, I ended up asking Nick to help me pull it out of the box because it was much easier to get at some of the areas that were lower down. You can see there's still a few cable ties stuck on it, and Trixie was eyeing up that box, I can tell you. It even comes with a toolkit for assembling the bike, which is really great. And then some assembly was required to put things on, like the bike seat and the pedals, and possibly the handlebars as well. Trixie was in everything at this point. She was just loving the mess. Eventually I got it all organised, and here are all of the components together, and I was looking at it going, now what? At least it does have a decent instruction manual. It was pretty detailed, but I knew it was just going to end up taking me forever to figure it out, so I called in reinforcements and got the flat pack king himself. Nick is so good at assembling stuff and putting it together. I get really impatient, but he will just continue until it's done. And these things just come more naturally and easily to him, whereas I am quite clumsy and I can never figure out the instruction sheets very well. But I did try to help as much as possible on this project since it is my bike and I would like to get better at putting stuff together. it wasn't too bad in the end. A team effort was much easier than me trying to do it on my own. I like it when instruction manuals have decent pictures. It makes it so much easier to put things together. And you could see Gandalf had also joined in the fun as well. He's running around the box. The box itself was chock full of packaging material by this point. Really great for the environment. But back to the bicycle. As you'll see, it is actually pretty easy to unfold it. Nick did it in one smooth move. And then it just clips together, so it's a fairly simple mechanism, which is great for me as well. And then it was just the simple matter of putting all the little bits together, and thanks again to Nick for getting my bike into one piece. And here it is, all put together and looking pretty stylish with its all black exterior. That box behind the seat pole is the battery, and that is actually really easy to pull out, and I charge it inside because that's much better than trying to charge the entire bike. Go on then, Gandalf, have a good sniff. So I'm probably going to feature the bike in future videos, but I really do need to relearn how to ride a bike and get a bit more confident on it. I have been riding it quite a bit, and I really like it, but I am still quite wobbly. The battery pedal assist is so great, it just makes it much easier to ride, but I'm also getting fitter as well, so it's a win-win situation. But enough about the bike, let's go back to the studio and I'll show you my actual art-related items that I got for my birthday. Shiny pencil case! My mum sent this. I really like it. I do love a shiny pencil case, and there were a few things in it, like some little pens, and always she'll send something with New Zealand on it. So just some little regular pencils, but I mean I always use those, so they come in handy. These most adorable little erasers. Look at them, they're so cute. That's too cute to use, but I will keep these in my collection. I have quite a lot of other mini erasers that I've collected over the years, so this will definitely be a welcome addition. And I realised later that the pencils came in a wooden box, which I thought was packaging, but it's actually a pencil box, so I could put the pencils inside there. I was in the local pharmacy and I saw this cat tray, so I bought that. It's so cute, and I do love cat trays, so that's in my collection of other melamine trays. I'm not sure if I'm keeping this in the art studio or if I might put it in the kitchen. I haven't put anything on it yet, so it could still hold food. Then we were in Costco and I saw a paint by numbers. I have a few of them there which I might end up just doing a whole bunch of together. It opens up like this. They have quite a lot of arty kind of kits, but most of the stuff I wouldn't bother with, but I do like a paint by numbers, as you probably know by now. But it has everything in it. That's the canvas. On my actual birthday, we went to a local shopping centre, and at the newsagent, which is one of the shops that was actually open, they had a Johanna Basford calendar for 22. It was the only one in there. Normally I buy my calendars either in late December or early January when they're on sale, but I figured that it might be really hard to find this one again, so I picked it up, and I've been working on the one for this year, which I'll probably show you at the end of the year, and then I'll start this one next year. So rather than buy myself a lot of art supplies, I decided to get a few things off my Amazon wish list that have been there for ages, and they are a few books. One of them is this Extraordinary Things to Cut Out on Collage, and I've seen all these stickery books around, and this one is got just some most random designs in here. So it's got these large ones at the back here, which you can stick some of the smaller things on. That's what I gather you're supposed to do with them. But I just picked it up because it looked interesting. It comes into a lot of smaller designs. Some repeating ones, but most of them are actually not repeating. So you have all these amazing pages of insects and butterflies. There's some really great pictures in here. I love the shells. And the only thing is, it's not a sticker book, you actually have to cut them out, and I was thinking afterwards that if I wanted to take that shell in the middle, then you'd have to cut through all of these and it's going to destroy the pages, so I'm not too sure if I'm quite game enough yet to actually cut it up, but I think it's quite a nice book just for reference images for drawing, if I don't use it as a collage book, but I just took a fancy to it. I love this page. I think this is one of my absolute favourites, all the bird heads. And the paper's quite thin. It feels a little bit like wrapping paper that smooth glossy feel to it. I love the peacock as well. I would want to use that in something. So there's animals, flowers and plants. I'm just doing a quick flip through here. I like the mushrooms and fungi, foods and plants. And then it comes into buildings and all sorts of kind of random ephemera in here. So it's a neat book, and I just had it on my list for ages, so I thought I'd get it for myself, because I've also got a few other books that I decided to buy. That page is just so weird. So I just really love those sticker books that have come out for adults, and the one that I first got is this Antiquarian sticker book, and I have used some of the stickers in it. It's such a beautiful book. Look, there's one that I've taken out. I was looking online to see if there are any other books like this, because I really enjoy pulling stickers out of them and just looking through the neat designs. This one's very much a Victoriana ephemera sort of book. So I then found this one, the Botanist sticker Anthology. This was quite expensive for ages, but then it had a huge price drop, and so I bought it while it was on sale. This one's beautiful. I really love this book. So I'll just do a flip through of this one. So it's much the same style, but these stickers are a bit glossier than the Antiquarian stickers, which are on a matte page, but each one has that kind of backing on there. It's very much a similar kind of thing, but this is all plants and a bit of insects. But it also has a few pages of alphabets and things like that. So this is an absolutely beautiful book. They're so wonderfully bound, and they just look lovely on the bookshelf as they are. That is such a beautiful page. This one's got really bright stickers, and look, there's a Sturt's Desert Pea. That's an Australian one. There are so many pages in this that I just adore, and it's hard to pull the stickers out when the book is brand new, but I really love that sticker. I think I'm going to have to use that in something. Irene from Inkworks has actually been using her Antiquarian sticker book as a journal, and she's sticking things on these pages, and it's such a great idea. So once you've peeled the stickers out, you can then turn it into a collage type of journal or a mixed media journal. So they do have multiple uses, and once the stickers have been taken out, you can at least use the book again for something else, which I really like, and I would probably do the same thing. Not that I'm ever going to get through the amount of stickers that are in these books. It's a huge amount. And that's the end of the book. It's actually just a bit bigger than the Antiquarian one though, so they're not the same size, which is kind of a little annoying, but never mind, I can live with that. That's because they are done by two different publication companies. This one's DK and this one Odd Dot, there we go. So yeah, totally different ones. And then I have a third book, which I was not expecting to get until Christmas, but it arrived, I think, the day before my birthday, so of course I had to open it. Check it out! It's the second book in the Antiquarian series. I don't know if they're intending to put more out, but I only just noticed this recently. It's a 2021 release. I think when I looked on Amazon, it wasn't even going to be sending out until the 14th of December, but on Book Depository, it's already available. That is the freakiest sticker in the whole book, I think. That one really creeps me out. But is it supposed to be Alice or something? I don't know. It's just a weird one. It's got the backing like the first Antiquarian book has. And then it does have quite a lot of these stickers with different quotes from books, which I quite like and I think would be really fun if you were doing themed pages in your journal. And it also has some alphabet related pages. In the first Antiquarian book, all of the alphabet stickers are at the back, but in this one they're interspersed between other pages, which I quite like. So they have changed up the layout a little bit, but otherwise the stickers are very much in the same vein and they come on different coloured backings and things like that, so I like them. As far as I can tell, all of the stickers are different in this book than they are in the first book. I don't know that there are any repeats. Let me know if you see a repeat, because I don't think I have yet. I think they are all completely different designs, which is pretty impressive in itself. And so I'm really happy with these 3 books that I have in my collection now, but it was very exciting getting these 2 new ones. So the main art supply that I bought myself for my birthday, they have finally released a tin and I ended up getting it. It's the Roman small Aquarius tin. I think there's 24 full pans in here. There's a little preview of what they look like. I'm absolutely dying to open this. It's killing me to not do it, but I think I would like to do this as a video early November, so don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see me swatch these out and do a painting with them and review them. Yes, do come back in November for this. I will be doing this as soon as possible. And then something arrived in the mail on my birthday at 7 o'clock in the evening. It was delivered. It was so weird. I was expecting it to turn up maybe in November, but it arrived already, so let's take a little preview at what is going to be coming up later in the year. How gorgeous is that? I am so doing the Inkvent calendar again this year. This was my first ever video. I did the one with the dark blue box in 2019, and they released another one for 2021 in red. How can I resist that? I think they might have already sold out of them, or they're really close to it, so go to Cult Pens, that's where I got it from, see if there are any left. They're highly in demand, and I will be talking about these in December. I just thought I would give you a sneak peek at that because I was really excited that this actually showed up in time. I'm so happy. And because I wanted free shipping, I grabbed another thing just to make it up to enough to get the free shipping. And this is one of the inks from the 2019 calendar, so I decided to choose my favourite one. This comes in a full-size bottle, and it is Gold Star. But look at its little feet. I mean, if I could afford to, I would so get all of the colours in these super cute little bottles. I've run out of space as usual, but here are all the things that I ended up getting around and on my birthday. Obviously the Inkvent is for Christmas, and that calendar is as well, but I figured I might as well include them in my birthday haul. So I was really excited to finally get these 3 books. because they're ones I wanted for quite a while, especially these two, and then this one came out and I just had to have it to add to my collection. I'm also really looking forward to opening this Aquarius palette and using some of these Roman small paints that I've heard so many good things about, and I just needed to add some to my collection. So that's everything I have for today, and I will see you all again really soon in my next video. Don't forget to give this one a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a wonderful day out there. Swat you later. Bye!